Saturday morning. I hope we're videoing at the right speed. All right. So come into a comfortable seat. And breathe. For now, place one hand on the right knee, one hand on the left knee. Lengthen your spine. Find your sitting bones beneath you. See if you can wrap your feet underneath your knees as opposed to just crossing at the ankles if you have the space. So it gives you a little bit more freedom to breathe, to lengthen the spine. Lift out of the crown of your head. Keep your chin parallel to the floor for now. And then as you place your hands on your knees, kind of cup your knees with your hands. No pressure, really. Inhale, lift your shoulders to your ears. Lift out of your pelvic floor, out of your pelvis. And then exhale, bring the shoulders back and around and keep that opening, broadening through the collarbones. And giving yourself some space to breathe, some space to lift and energize. Slow down the breath, slow down the thoughts, the distractions, leave them behind. And whatever you came to the mat with today, leave it outside of the mat. You'll come back to it if it's really important. Unfortunately, it will be there waiting for you. Or fortunately. Holding onto your knees, lift your chest as you inhale here. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest and rock away from your sitting bones. Just pull the belly in, scoop it out like a giant letter C. Inhale, lift your chest, hinge a little forward. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl, pull the belly into the spine. Inhale, lift up, hinge forward. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Inhale. Start to move in small circles to the right or the left, whatever way you went. Take it small and easy to start. I'm going to make it a little bigger if that suits you. And reverse it. Start off small. Allow your head and shoulders to come along for the ride. And breathe. Take it bigger when your body is ready. And then make your way back to your center. Lift up nice and tall. Bring the arms behind you, hands behind you, and just let go of the legs. Shake them out and switch the cross of your legs. So remembering that we're usually sitting initially in our habitual space, right? One leg more comfortably in front of the other. So once again, the feet are underneath the knees as opposed to just crossing at the ankles. And take your arms out to the side and bring your chin down to your chest. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Relax the right shoulder down. Take your right hand and gently guide the ear towards your shoulder and reach your left arm out further and even lift the left arm up off the floor if it feels good. Release your left hand, bring your right chin or your chin towards your right shoulder. Find a little bit more space and notice the difference. Release your hand from your head and drop your chin to the center. Roll your chin or your shoulder ear to the left shoulder. Drop the left shoulder down. Reach the right arm long. And take your left hand and guide the ear towards the shoulder. Reach the fingertips long or bend it off the floor. And then release the hand, bring the chin to the left shoulder. Release that hand. And bring your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, stretch the arms behind your back, fingers in either direction, just lift your chest up. Squeeze your elbows, shoulders together. Should feel good on your arms, perhaps from yesterday. Keep your right hand behind you, take your left arm up and take it to the outside of the right knee, lengthen your spine. Twist a little deeper, take your right hand behind your back if you can reach to your inner thigh or your shirt, wherever it takes you. Inhale, exhale, deeper twist. Inhale, come back, turn your torso to the center. Release your hands back behind you, fingers in whichever direction, lift your chest. Exhale, take your right arm up, outside of your left leg. Inhale for length. Exhale for depth. And then walk your left hand behind you, perhaps bind it behind you. If for any reason you're in a lotus position, you can grab a hold of your left ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your hands back behind you. Good, lean back. This time just release your legs, shake out your legs, and take the feet as wide as the mat. If you have blocks, just move them off to the side, and rock and roll a little bit side to side. And then come to either side and swing your legs around. Bring yourself to your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, hips and shoulders width apart. Spread your fingers, push the earth away. Top of the foot on the shin, on the floor. Good. Now open your knees a little bit wider. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. Push your toes together and push your hips to your heels. Child's pose. And of course you all know, and if you don't, you have permission to take this pose anytime you like. And spread the breath from side to side, top to bottom, north, south, east, and west. Spread your fingers, push the heel of the hand down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back up to your hands and knees. Keep your knees wide, but turn your feet in line with your knees and lower your hips to the floor, towards the floor, I should say. Shoulders pull back. I'm going to modify a little bit here and then push back again. So just a couple times back and forth. So really getting into all the, the places in our body that might be sticky from sleep or running or riding your bike or walking your dog. And come back to child's pose and stay for a few breaths. Find your biggest length here. Good. Inhale back to your hands and knees. Now you can bring your knees in line with your hips. Step your right foot in between your two hands. I like my hands on the blocks, so you can have your hands on the floor of blocks. Send your left knee back, right knee over the ankle, and drop your left hip down towards the floor. Draw the shoulders back, broaden the collarbones. Press your big toe, little toe ball of the foot, heel of the foot on the floor. Lift your belly up and away from your thighs. Good. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Fold over it. Bring the right hip back and the left hip forward. Toes up or down, your choice. Inhale, rebend the front knee. Take a few rounds on your own, just stretching the front leg straight. Toes up or down. Exhale, bend the knee. Couple rounds. Just start to get some juice into the joints. Start to loosen up the hamstrings a little bit, the hip flexors. And then rebend your front knee. Turn your left toes to the right side. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot, floor or block. Hug the knee and the tricep towards each other, left hand on your hip. Open up to the left side. So keep hugging your knee and arm together. Left arm comes up. Reach up. Maybe reach over your head. Inhale, take the arm and bring it in line with your shoulder. Look down at your right foot, and then bring yourself up into like a kneeling warrior two. Release the left arm to the left hip or the floor. Bend backwards. Keep your right leg exactly as it is. Exhale, let's take it into a couple of movements here. Right arm down, left arm up, even over your head. Exhale, reverse it. Inhale, release it. Arm up and over. Exhale, reverse. Good. And then come back to the warrior two pose. Inhale. Exhale, two hands on the inside of your right leg. Turn your left foot forward, drop your hip, turn your right toes out. You can even roll onto the outer edge. Just stay here for a few breaths. Finding a little bit more space, perhaps. Good. Now take your right hand back to the outside of your right leg. Turn the hip forward. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Lift the back knee off the floor. Stay low in your hips. Inhale, step back to plank on your hands or on the blocks, on the floor, I should say, on the blocks. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips in the air. Bend your knees as much as you like. Start with one leg at a time bending. And when and if you're ready, just find yourself in a downward facing dog position. Feet are at least hips width apart, shoulders away from ears, chest towards your thighs. Weight shifting away from your hands. Inhale and let go of the breath as you empty the breath, let everything surrender. Inhale, come onto your toes and engage your quadricep muscles just by pulling your knees up. Engage your pelvic floor muscles by pulling your pelvic floor muscles up like you're going to stop going to the bathroom. And then draw the belly to the spine as you come forward to a plank once again. Get your torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, bring the right knee to the floor and step your left foot in between your two hands. Send your right leg back a little further so you're not on the kneecap. And then let your hips hinge forward. Shoulders away from the ears, belly away from the thigh. Firmly grounding your front foot down, the back foot, the top of the foot shin. Inhale and exhale, and as it says in the music, just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Notice that every kind of breath, let's go a little bit more. Now inhale, straighten your front leg as best you can, toes up or down. You can move the blocks back with you and make them higher. Inhale, return. Exhale, rock a few times on your own, back and forth, toes up or down. Breathe. Just breathe. One more time, we return to a bent knee lunge, two hands on the inside of your left leg. Turn your right toes to the left side. Hug your knee and tricep together so the hip draws to the center. Right hand to your hip, open up. And then stretch the right arm up over your shoulder. Find the length, reach out of your torso. And then some of you might want to take your arm overhead. Palm down. Spin your heart open. Look down at your left toes. Inhale, rise up, warrior two on your knees. Left arm forward, right arm back. Spread your collarbones. Put weight in the front heel. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, take the left arm down, right arm up and over. And a couple of times on your own, rocking back and forth. One more time, wherever you are. We'll meet back in a reverse position. And then find your warrior two position. Good. Inhale, bring both hands to the inside of your left leg. Turn your right toes forward, turn your left toes to the left. Maybe just roll onto the outer edge of the foot, whatever kind of floats your little boat there. Good. Nice opening, little lizard lunge. Inhale, turn your left foot forward, send your left arm outside the left leg. Tuck your right toes under, keep the hips nice and low. Square the hips, shoulders, and then step back to a high plank push-up. Resist the earth. Look forward, keep your back strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can walk your dog anytime you get there. You choose how you want to stay. Do you want it through movement or stillness? What speaks to you? Inhale, rise high up on your toes. Bend your knees, bring your chest to your thighs. Look forward. Straighten the legs, look down towards your feet. And then softly bend your knees and walk yourself to the top of your mat, coming into a standing forward fold. Good. So if you prefer to be supported on blocks or your thighs, right, and not coming to such a full fold, listen to your body, let it tell you where to be. Oops, sorry for the bad words. Push the feet down and come up to standing. Bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, take prayer to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment and find some stillness in mountain pose. So find yourself nice and tall. Feet nice and firm into the earth. Lift your kneecaps up. Bring your calves towards your shins. Bring your tailbone beneath you. Pelvis is level. Chin parallel to the floor. Crown of the head to the sky. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. Exhale, open your arms shoulder height, palms down. Reach your fingers long. Good. Reach nice and strong through your legs, through your arms, through your torso. Bring your left arm forward and turn your torso to the right. Keep your hips forward. Now turn your thumbs to the sky. Good. Right arm down, left arm up. Push your hips forward, just like we did in Warrior Two. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, face front, arms out, palms down. Good. Inhale, rotate to your left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Turn the thumbs up. So it's your Warrior Two arms as you're getting ready for triangle arms. Left arm down, right arm up, and over. Inhale, lift up, use the strength of your core. Exhale, arms out, palms down. Take your arms behind your back, interlace fingers, wrists, forearms, elbows, or reverse your prayer, moving your fingers up towards the top of your head. Squeeze your elbows towards each other, lift your chest up. Good. Exhale, forward fold your way, all the way down to the floor, or stay halfway up where I will be. Inhale. Good. So now think about getting the weight of your hips over your heels so that your knees are not buckling back and you have some safety and protection for the knees and the hamstrings. Take another breath. Release your hands on the exhale to the floor blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Hands on the floor blocks again. Square off your hips. Back leg is firm like it's in plank. Left knee over the ankle in line with your hip, in line with your second, third toes. Inhale. Right here, exhale and straighten your legs. Strong, long leg. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Lengthen your spine. Beautiful. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Drop your hips low, but keep your back leg nice and firm. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, rebend. Turn your back foot on its side, heel to heel, perhaps heel to instep alignment or wider. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Hug your knee and hip towards your tricep. Right arm comes up, stacking shoulders. Side angle pose, keep your tailbone beneath you. Good, inhale, look down at your left toes. Rise up, warrior two. Make any adjustments you might need in your back leg. It should be turning slightly towards the front of your mat, towards the right edge of your mat, facing front. Inhale, reverse this warrior. Lift out of your waistline. Exhale, warrior two. Open your shoulders. Legs are staying the same right here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hold warrior two, not your breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands on the inside of your left leg. Turn your left toes out. Square your shoulders. Good, nice. One more breath. Right here, take your left hand outside the left leg. Keep it where it is and begin to straighten it out. Might feel a little different. Might feel easier, worse, harder, better, whatever. Right? If it doesn't feel good, get out of it. If it's okay, stay with it and breathe. Lengthen your spine. Fold a little bit deeper. Exhale. Inhale, spin your left hip forward, turn the toes up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Step back to a high plank. Pause. Shift forward, bend your knees to the floor or straight legs. Bend your arms halfway, upward dog, or just push back up into downward facing dog. So unfortunately, I'm avoiding my upward facing dogs. Not what I want to do, but inhale on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down to rise up. Bring the arms overhead. Bring the prayer to your heart center. Bring your arms by your side. Ground your feet. Strong legs. Strong center. Strong through the top of your head. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms behind your back. Once again, fingers, wrists, forearms, elbows, or reverse prayer position. So if that works for you, take it. If it doesn't work for you, find something that does. A strap or towel also works. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hinge forward, go all the way down or stop halfway. You choose what your body is deciding for you today. Inhale. And exhale, now fold down, hands to the floor blocks, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Back leg is strong like it's in a plank, right knee is over the ankle, square the shoulders and hips. And so while you're sinking your left hip down, try to keep some strength and energy through the knee. Keep the toes underneath the heel on the back leg, knees over the ankle on the front leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, straighten your front leg any amount. You can move the blocks further back and higher up. If your hamstrings are particularly tight. Or, just you want more length in your spine. Keep finding the length in the leg and the spine. And breathe. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Take your right hand on the inside of the right foot. Turn your back foot on its side, heel to heel, heel to instep. Hug your right knee and hip in towards the midline. Left hand goes to the hip and then up over shoulder. Good. So it's like I'm pushing my knee and arm against each other. I'm pulling my knee in, I'm pushing my knee away at the same time. Lifting out of the bottom side of your body, inhale and exhale. Good. One more breath, look down at your right toes. Inhale, rise up, keep the knee bent, arms in 2 directions. Warrior 2. Keep thinking the same action of the knee lining up towards the pinky toe. Inhale, reverse the left arm, down, right arm up. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale. And just breathe, inhale. Good, exhale, hands on the inside. Turn your right toes to the right, turn your left toes back into your plank position, and just breathe. Look forward, keep your collarbones broad. Inhale, stretch your right arm to the outside of the right foot again, and then begin to straighten your front leg. It might feel different, it might feel like you get there a little bit more easily, it might feel like it takes a little bit more to get there. Toes up or down. But with this little external rotation in the hip, it's just going to give you a slightly different impression of where it's going. Inhale, lengthen your spine, turn your toes forward, bend your knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, step to a high plank. Shift forward, bend your arms, take your way through your vinyasa, skip your vinyasa, add more push-ups, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Good, staying at the back of the mat with the feet, bring them together. Inhale, rise on your toes. Exhale, send your right leg up in the air. Open the hip, bend the knee, drop the left heel to the floor, keep your shoulders square. Kick your leg if you like, roll through the ankle, hip, knee. Exhale, turn your hips square, knee to chest, round curl. Step your right foot in between your hands, turn your left foot on its side. Bring the right hand on the inside, left arm up, side angle pose. Look down at your right toes. Firm your back foot to the floor. Look down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse the warrior. From here, straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach up and out across your body, and take your right hand on the inside, outside, foot shin or block, triangle pose. It's as if you're back or against a wall, knees are lifted. Spin your heart open. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Be careful that you're not dumping into your right shoulder. I know. Lighten up your hand a little bit, right? Find some more energy in the legs. Inhale, come back up slowly, straight legs, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, warrior 2 pose. If you shortened your stance, just bring it back. Inhale, reach forward, take your right hand now outside your right foot. Left hand on your hip first. Open up your torso. So the block is incredibly helpful on this pose. Left arm up. Good. Inhale, take your left arm up and over your head, palm down. Now spin your torso. Lift out of your waistline. Keep bending your knee, look down. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Once again, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Take your hands on the inside of the right leg. Turn your right toes out to the side. Okay, now you have a choice. You always have a choice. You can bring your left knee to the floor and send your right leg back behind you. Or you can step yourself into your side plank right from here. Left hip lifts up. Your feet can be stacked, staggered, lifted. Your knee can be on the floor. So you should be on your left hand or block, like on the floor or the block. Take another breath. Good. Release your hands to the floor. Back to plank. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Chest towards your thighs. Let your head hang down. You can bend your knees and walk it out. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. Open the hip, bend the knee. You choose how much action you want there. Work at keeping your shoulders squared, but hips a little open. Maybe a lot open. Bend your left knee. Exhale, knee to chest, come forward. Round curl. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Turn your right foot on its side. Left hand moves on the inside of the left leg. Right hand to your hip first, and then lift it up. Stretch your fingers straight in the air. Bring your tailbone underneath you. Lift out of the left side of your torso. Look down at your left toes. Inhale, bring it up to warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, rise back up. Hinge your hips back, torso forward. Left arm on the inside or outside or on a block. Right arm comes over your head, over your shoulders, excuse me. Lift out of your waistline. So keep thinking about hugging everything to the midline, drawing the hips to the midline, and then stacking the shoulders over the midline. Get a nice long stretch through the right side of your torso and your hip. Good. Inhale, look down at your left toes. Rise up, reverse the warrior or the triangle. Exhale, rebend the front knee for warrior two. Inhale, release your hands once again to the inside of your left foot, but turn your left foot out to the left side. And so again, the options to stay here. Bring your right knee to the floor, send your left leg back, or step into a side plank, any variation. So the knee can be down, the foot can be down, the foot could be up, the legs could be up. You could do any kind of little balancing act that you like. Good. Breathe. Good. Exhale, hands on the floor. Plank position. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, float your right leg high in the sky. Open up the hip. Exhale, knee to chest, step it through. Turn your left foot on its side, side angle pose. Oh, I left something out, didn't I? Yeah. We'll get it. Come back up. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. I promise you I'll get it. Straighten your front leg or you'll jump through the screen and tell me. Reach out for triangle. Arm all the way overhead. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, outside of the arm, outside of the leg, left arm up and over. Good. Inhale, reverse. The other side will hold longer. Exhale, hands to the floor inside. Spin your right toes out. Choose your way back to your side plank variation. Good, now from here, exhale, step your right foot back to the front of your mat. Ooh. Lower your back knee to the floor. Take your hands back a little bit further and straighten your front leg up, toes up, hips square. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Step back to plank or go right to dog. Take a push-up, take a couple push-ups. Upward dog cobra, skip the up dogs with me, you choose. Inhale, float your left leg up, open the hip. Exhale, knee to chest, round curl, step it through. Turn your back foot on its side, left arm on the inside, right arm up. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior, straighten your front leg, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Triangle pose, left hand on the inside, outside foot, shin or block. Take the arm over your head. Inhale, come back and reverse this position, straight legs. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Inhale, reach forward, left hand to the outside of your left foot. Right hand starts at the hip, stack your shoulders. Right arm up over your shoulder. Good, we're here for a few breaths now, okay? So this is side B that I neglected. Take your right arm, spin it up and over your head, palm down. And then from there, rotate your torso open. So you've got the length from your fingertips to your toe. Nice. Looks good from this side. Breathe. Find the firmness in the front heel, strong legs. Take one more breath. Inhale. Look down as you exhale. Inhale, reverse the warrior once again. All right, we got it in. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your left leg. Turn your left toes out. Find your way to a side plank, variation or not. You can, what I just did here, actually left leg in front is nice as well. Take it where you want. Take a breath. Exhale that breath, bringing the left leg back to the front. Oops, I kicked my block out of the way. To the front of the mat. Lower the back knee to the floor. Good. Inhale, move your hands back, lift your torso. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Fold up and over. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So we should have happier hamstrings tomorrow, Lauren, for your run. Inhale. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Step back to a plank. Choose your way into downward dog, vinyasa or not. Again, I'm skipping up dogs, so please put your back bend in there if you're not doing what I'm doing. Inhale, float your right leg high in the sky. Keep it squared for now. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Straighten your right leg and bring your back leg in a couple inches closer. You should be on a track, not on a tightrope, so if you don't see your back foot behind you, move it out to the left a little bit more. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up to stand. So sometimes when you get here, you might feel like there's another adjustment I need to make in the width of my hips or the length. Good. Inhale, bring your arms up, shoulder height, palms down. Keep your legs nice and firm. Exhale, rotate to the right side. We did this before. This time we'll hinge forward. Bring your left hand inside or outside of your right foot, and your right arm comes up, twist. Revolve, triangle pose. Inhale. So bring the hand closer to the foot, not too far out in front of you. Good. And if you're bringing your shoulder over your opposite shoulder is not getting you into the right place, put your hand on your hip and just work on the rotation of the torso. Revolve, triangle pose. Take a breath. Empty the breath, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back into a low lunge. And then kick your right leg high in the sky. Knee to chest round curl. Stretch it out. Once again, knee to chest round curl. Kick it out. And float the foot to the floor. Downward facing dog, stay. Or go through a vinyasa push-up, upward dog. Here's your up dog, downward facing dog. Feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step the leg through. Inhale, straighten your front leg and step your back foot in a couple of inches closer, maybe more, maybe less. See where you're at. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up to stand. So again, check out the alignment. Your feet should not be one behind each other. They should be at least hips width apart. Inhale, open your arms to a T. Exhale, rotate to your left side. Hinge forward with your torso, keep your hips squared, and take your right hand inside, outside, foot, shin, or block. You can bring the hand on your hip and keep it there as you work the rotation of the torso, and then the left arm comes up. But the left arm never has to come up, just so you know. Work at squaring the hips, work at finding the rotation through the torso, work at reaching one arm up and one arm down if the arm is up in the air, or just work again on the rotation of the torso. So find a little bit more space through the breath. Empty the breath and take one more big breath. Find a little bit more. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale. And exhale, bend your front knee, step back, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg in the air. Exhale, knee to chest, round curl, come to plank. Inhale, float the leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, come forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, floor on the floor. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, push up or not. Downward dog. Inhale, bring your knees to the floor. This time, keep your knees close together and sit back on your heels, child's pose. Reach your arms now by your side, turn the palms up, and let your shoulders just drape over your thighs. Inhale, rise to sit up on your heels. Shift your legs to the left side. So keep your knees together. Hold on to your ankle or shin. Lift your torso. Good. Release your left hand behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Take your right leg on the inside of your right thigh. Your left leg will come off your mat and turn it out to the left side. Take your left arm on the inside and lean up and over. And some of you will hold onto your toes with one or perhaps both fingers. Think about the side angle pose that we did a little while ago with our hand on the outside of the thigh, how we rotate the torso and lengthen out of the hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Right hand behind you. Sweep your left arm up, hips up. Open up. Exhale, hips down. Good. Turn to your left leg once again. Have a strap or towel if you'd like. Inhale. And then walk your hands forward. Exhale. Any amount. So everyone will be different. toes up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, take your right hand outside your left foot, shin forward, wherever you got it. Left arm behind you, take it all the way around into your inner thigh if you have the space. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Breathe. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Release whatever binds you have. Come back up. And then bring your left leg behind you. Have a seat on your heels or put a block there. Take one hand on top of the other. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall out of your pelvis. Crown of the head to the sky. Inhale, open your eyes. Release your hands. Move your hips to the left side. Bring your feet out to the right side. Hold on to the ankle, shin, wherever you can. Turn your torso to the right. You can support your right hand behind you or just hold on to your feet, whatever feels more supportive to you today. Inhale, come back to center. Take your right leg and assist it out to the right side. Stay tall in your pelvis. Right arm on the inside or to the foot. Left arm up and over. And again, some of you might grab a hold with both arms. If you do, that's great. Just keep that rotation in the torso. Right? So you're not folding, leaning, collapsing. There's a lot of lift here. Remember the side angle I said before where we had the block outside the foot. It's the same action in the torso that we had there. So length, strength. Inhale, rise up, left arm down. Right arm sweeps up, hips sweep up and open. Exhale, come back down. Turn towards your right leg. Use a strap or towel if you'd like. Inhale. And exhale, fold over your right leg any amount. Keep the hips squared. So keep your right hip on the ground. Feel your right sitting bone still on the ground. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Bring your left hand to the outside of the foot, ankle, shin, thigh. Turn to your right side and spin your right arm behind you somewhere, maybe inside of the left thigh. Left ear towards the right knee. So towards, doesn't have to touch. We're just rotating this, right? We're revolving this. Inhale, gently release. Come back around to center. Bring your hands down, bring your legs back. Sit on your heels or sit on a block. Place your hands one on top of the other. I usually say the dominant hand goes on top of the less dominant hand. If you're feeling that, that's fine. I like to say that there's always peace and power in the whole class, also in every pose, so you can find something peaceful and something powerful in it. Open your eyes. Now, if you'd like to turn towards the long edge of your mat so you're on your mat the whole time, you can do that, or just straddle your legs facing front. But take your legs into a comfortable straddle. Comfortable meaning you're not forcing anything to really happen here. I like a block out in front of me, the length of my arms. Today, I'm going to let the toes turn a little bit in, or just neutral. Like let your feet just go where they kind of go. Inhale, lengthen again through the spine, and begin to walk your hands or move your block forward. And stop when you first feel that resistance. It may be really soon. It may take a while. And then keep going. until you find your space, keeping the long spine, top of the head to the tailbone. Few breaths here. Now, just for fun, like I said, we're going to leave our feet neutral. Now, if you spin your toes up and your hips open, do you have more space? Can you go a little deeper? Do you have less space? Where are you at? And which one do you prefer? Go for it today. Sometimes I guide you into a specific place. Inhale, begin to make your way back up to sitting up. Bring the block with you if you had it. Take your left leg all the way to the front. Shake out your legs, or your right leg, whichever way you were facing, sorry. Rock yourself side to side. Inhale, lengthen your spine, hands by your thighs. Toes up to the face. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. And reach for your toes. Now, your toes might be your shins. Your toes might be beyond your toes. You can use a block behind you. Right? Find your forward fold. I'm going to stay a little bit more upright, but you go as deep as your body allows. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, lengthen, come up. Release your hands to the floor. Bend your knees. Place your feet to the floor. Line up the heels with the sitting bones. Bring your hands behind you, fingers point in. Lift your chest. Inhale, lift your hips. Supported, reverse bridge, tabletop. Keep your hips lifting up. I'm a little bit modifying. Exhale, bring it down. Good. Set your hips down and look behind you. Make sure you have space to lay on the floor. And then take your hands out in front of you. Bring your chin to your chest, round your back. Articulate your spine down, all the way to the floor. Hug your knees all the way to your chest. Open your arms to a T, palms down, shift your hips right. Allow your knees to fall to the left side. Inhale back to center. Move your hips to the left. Let your knees fall to the right. Inhale, return to the center. Hug your knees to your chest. Lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. Round and curl your spine. Lay your head to the floor. And hold on to your feet, your ankles, and place your feet on the floor. Line up your heels with your sitting bones. Tilt your pelvis, point your pubic bone up. So you can stay there. We've got, several variations of this pose that we can take. You can stay with that, just a little tilt in the pelvis. You can begin to peel your hips up off the floor into a bridge. Supported bridge. If you'd like a block underneath your back, under your sacrum, support your hips. If you want more, take your hands by your shoulders. Lift your hips off the floor for your full extended real pose. So whatever variation you're in is perfect, because it's perfect for you. If you're up in any variations, release your hands upper, mid, lower back to the floor if you're on a block. You can stay there as you prepare for your second choice of back bend. So again, choose to be on a block, choose to be supported even by your hands, or take yourself into a full wheel pose, or just the pelvis tilts. Lift your hips up off the floor. Find your pose. Count at least 3 full rounds of breath. And make your way back down slowly. When you're down, hug your knees back to your chest. Lay on your back. Take a happy baby pose. Feet out wider than the hips. Hands holding onto the foot, the toes underneath. I like to rock a little side to side. Choose it, make circles in both directions. Inhale, draw the knees together. Give a real good close hug. Head and shoulders lift, round and curl, everything tight wall. Exhale, head down, legs down out in front of you. Release your arms by your side. Now, if you'd like to be supported, you can make blocks underneath your knees, your calves, your thighs, your arms, your back. Cover your body, cover your eyes. Settle in for that final meditative pose of Shavasana. So find your way into your comfortable space, letting go of anything that does not serve you at this very moment. Inhale, fully, completely scan your body, and exhale, empty out all physical and emotional tension. And so as always, if you have the opportunity to stay longer, stay. Just turn off the sound, come into your own space. Or begin to make your way back in by deepening your breath, bringing your awareness back into space this time. And gently draw your knees to your chest. Make your way onto either side, take a breath or 2 or 3. Then bring yourself back around to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to your heart center. Honoring yourselves for showing up. No matter what you do when you get here, you made it to the mat. And now honoring each other, the beauty, the peace, the light, the love, the goodness. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Everybody, if you're at home, stay home safe, stay healthy, get vaccinated.